Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I thought we might do a random ranking today. Let's go to that movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. Maybe we rank it based off of director, maybe based off of the lead actor or the supporting actor. Maybe we base it off of the cover art. There's a variety of different reasons. Maybe it's the story, the genre, the visuals, the sound design, the original songs within the film. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe it's just an overall feeling, a gut feeling that we go with when it comes to ranking. Sometimes that's what it is for me. Sometimes it's based off of the mood I'm in and which genre I would most likely watch that day. But let's get to picking 3 movies and find out how we're going to rank them. Let's go. All right, maybe this here. Then let's do a little thing in this section, and then maybe one up here. That feels like a blue. Let's see. I think I got 2 DVDs in a blue. Blue. Ooh, fork. 4K. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Where do we want to start? Let's start with this. Right here, A Night at the Roxbury. I love this movie. So if you think of the SNL skit, because you know, like when you're watching the two of them do it, it's more like this. But there's the SNL episode with Jim Carrey, and Jim does it more like this. And I love it just because he's got that rubber neck. Wasn't that a movie he was in, Rubberneck or Rubberface or something? I remember watching it and not thinking it was good. But these guys, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I don't know how much of that I can sing. Okay. Score! Man, this is so funny. Also, Chaz Palminteri is hilarious in it. I had the chance to meet Chaz Palminteri, and I really, really wanted to quote his line, his famous line from this movie to him in front of the entire crowd, because he did a Q&A after A Bronx Tale. I watched the movie he directed, A Bronx Tale. It was kind of a story about his life, and you could ask questions, and I wanted to get the microphone and be like, hey, did you just grab my... And then, I would have said it there. I won't say it in the video, but I would have said it there. I think that would have been so funny. But I've talked about this before, anytime I pull this movie. It's been a while since I have, but I love Will Ferrell playing second fiddle to my man Chris Kattan right there. Because Will Ferrell, I mean, he has already been the biggest comedic star on the planet. He's already done that. That time has passed. He's like making movies now, and sort of like riding that wave. I wouldn't say he's still number one. Actually, I don't even know who is number one right now. It's almost like Jim Carrey again, because he's doing all those Sonic movies, and kids are growing up with Jim Carrey, and that just like makes me so happy. Who is the comedic star right now? Is there one? Do they even make comedies? Oh my gosh, I can't think of anybody. Do they still make comedies? Huh. But anyway, I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. I love Chaz Palminteri in it. Richard Grieco. The two of them. Oh, what's her name? You know, you look like the 4th of July. What's her name? Gosh, I don't think her name is in here. I can't think of it right now, but she's on White Lotus and stuff. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. All right, next we have Bernie. So this is funny. I met Chaz Palminteri at Ebert Fest, who's in this movie for his movie A Bronx Tale, and I met Richard Linklater at Roger Ebert's Film Festival for Bernie. He was showing this movie. Jack Black was supposed to be there also, but there was a storm and he couldn't fly in, so instead he telephoned in, and he was like, sorry guys, I was scared. I was too scared to get on the plane. I'm sorry. So he still hasn't been to Ebert Fest, but he said he'd like to come sometime, so hopefully he does. But yeah, I remember really liking this movie. We got a great cast with Jack Black, Shirley MacLaine, and Matthew McConaughey here, and based on a true story. And this was cool because I don't know if I should be saying this, but I was talking to Richard Linklater afterwards, one on one, and it was cool. He signed my School of Rock DVD, got some pictures with him, and he just like had a conversation with me. I just was like, "Hi, can I get a picture with you? And would you mind signing this?" And thinking that would be it. But then he started like asking me questions about my life, and I was like, I don't know what to do. It was awesome though. But anyway, he started talking about Bernie and like the real guy, and like giving us some information that like wasn't out in the public yet. And he was like, probably shouldn't have said that. Probably shouldn't have said that. And I was like, oh dang, we are learning some stuff here. But and then I think he was like Bernie, the real Bernie was like living in his garage for a little bit or something like that. But I don't know. This is a really good movie. Also, I've only seen it, I think, the one time. I never watched it a second time, but it is cool. A lot of talking head style interviews in it. And yeah, it's a man driven to the point, being nagged so heavily that he breaks. And that nagging was so heavy that it could be considered abuse, and I think that's why he got out of prison early, because it was sort of like a Gypsy Rose sort of thing where, well, not really. I mean, Gypsy Rose had it way worse because hers was physical and verbal, but here, and like medical and all of that. But here, this was just verbal abuse that was so heavy that it drove him to try to protect himself. Okay, violently. Okay, next we have Alien Romulus. This was a 4K that I picked up. I still haven't watched it since. Picking it up, see how it's still wrapped there. Really like this movie. I think it's a great addition to the Alien franchise, even though I have some pretty big, I don't know, I guess, I don't, I don't know if it's big or small issue, but I have an issue. And it's something that just could have been corrected so easily. So this takes place before Aliens, but it has a heavy, heavy, heavy Aliens reference in it that is just so badly done. I don't know if it's badly done, but because it's an Aliens reference, it's like, why did you do that? Your movie was cool on its own. You did not need to include that, because now it doesn't feel like its own film. It doesn't feel like its own film anymore. It feels like a franchise movie or like fan service movie, or it just it like took away so much of its sheen for me. But I still like it, and I like the lead actress in it. I'm finding she's very good in stuff. Okay, how are we gonna rank these? I think I'm gonna go A Night at the Roxbury #1. Then I might follow it up with Alien Romulus, but I wouldn't say this is far behind. Again, I've only seen it one time. I've only seen this one time. But, sci-fi is usually going to win out for me. But this comedy here, I love it so much. So, yeah, I think this is what we're going to do here, everybody. We're going to go A Night at the Roxbury #1, followed by Alien Romulus, and then end it here on Bernie. 1, 2, 3. Night at the Roxbury, Alien, Romulus, and then Bernie. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? These three right here? Boop, boop, boop. And if you have, let me know what you think about them. And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.